Alright, we are back. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
we have a fifth party member now. Her name's Jenny.
You gonna show Jenny?
Jenny has escaped.
Yay.
Big cat.
So calm, right?
Yeah.
So sweet.
Okay, so.
She was demanding attention, so she's sitting with me now.
I have something I'd like to do.
Yeah.
I know I just had a scene, but so I'm alone in the library at the moment,
I mean,
wherever
You
this room is.
yeah, you're sort of. The library is. It's a large, old. It would not be unreasonable to call it a cathedral to information. There's shelves filled with not only uh, tablets on subjects, but also actual paper tomes. And it's very well organized. You're just sort of like in the stacks, just off the side of the entry area where there's like an information desk where a librarian would normally wait. So there's no one really in sight right now. There you can see the entry area from where you are, and there are people who pass by, and you can hear the sound, the like quiet mumbling of the private viewing. But no one's paying you any mind at the moment.
Okay. I am going to sneak my hand into the little pocket where the AR controls are on my cloak, and I am going to turn that back on and also boot up Gertrude's AR. Be like, "Are you ready? Are you ready for this?"
Uh, so Gertrude is, she's like, at least the proxy. She's like in her late 40s, early 50s. She's got short, like gray hair. There's no indication of what her original hair color was. She's white. She's like got a soft build, and she looks like she would be very comfortable at home knitting. It's hard to imagine her in the cockpit of an Avi the way that you not exactly found her, since her body wasn't actually in her Avi. But she definitely looks like a librarian. And she says, yes, I'm ready. What am I ready for?
It's your funeral. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's my funeral.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'm deceased.
Well, your meat is, yes.
Yes, of course. This is a lot to take in, dearie.
Take your time. We have some time before anything sets off, so.
Are you, is your cloak connected to like the wider information net?
Not at the moment. I'm sure there's a button for that. But like at the moment she's just connected to the cloak.
Okay. She says, there. What happened to all of the unread emails?
Unread emails?
Yes, I was pretty bad at keeping up with reading emails, even after I'd sorted them for me.
Oh,
That's so cute. Um I don't know, but what I do know is that that we the Cenotaph, I'm Spade by the way, uh we went and did a pickup of that data cache specifically. There
Oh,
were some complications, so I don't know how much of it made it out of your mech, which was trashed, by the way. But they're out there somewhere. The Myriad has them.
oh, well, That's good. I, of course, have an idea of what's in it, but I don't know the actual fine details.
What are the broad strokes?
Oh, I told me not to say to others unless they knew.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Yes, it was a matter of importance. Or so I was told by me.
Okay. Here's what I think you will do. I don't think a lot of the people here will be very cool with you walking around next to, where your meat isn't. So I have a little icon on the cloak itself, and you can hang out as an icon and pretend to be a decoration, and then you can see the whole procession from there. And you just let me know if there's anything you want to see. Okay?
All right, I'll minimize. And how should I contact you if I need to?
I think I have a display up in my mask. So just ping me there. Like quietly. We're at a funeral, but
So how is your mask connected to the cloak then?
probably by like a cable or something.
Hard line.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like it's one of many. It's like hidden in like a decorative swoop of like brocade that's connecting the two.
Cool. All right, I'll let you know if I need anything.
All right.
And she just winks out, and then there's a open tome with the 8-pointed star of the myriad, like sort of hovering like out of it, and that wasn't there on your cloak before.
And then I go back and join the others, and y'all can do something now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the three of you, what did you do after Spade was hustled off by Tusser?
I mean, I don't know what I would have done. Like, what do I do in that situation?
So senior kin Slide is like sputtering in like disbelief and anger and frustration at at Spade bringing up the cathedral.
I say we leave him there to sputter.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like giving him attention would like doing any more than that would lessen the hurt of it. I want to be mean.
Okay. Well,
Why are you
so the
complaining?
three of you are just going in then?
Yeah. I know I am anyway.
All
What
right.
did I
Yeah. I mean, yeah, accompany the bishop inside.
Okay. So you go in, and as I mentioned before, it's a cathedral of knowledge. There's a small crowd, maybe about 24 people, milling about in the central area, which normally would have tables and chairs for looking at reference materials, but all of those have been moved elsewhere to some storage space. And in the center of the room is an ornate coffin lying atop a well organized and well stacked pile of books. And the coffin is closed, but there is an AR projection over top of the coffin, sort of going through a slideshow of images of Saint Gertrude in life. they're like basically 3D photographs, and there's some of like there are some official state images, and then of like what would basically be her military ID, so to speak, and also there is a massive state portrait behind the coffin, actually painted, not AR. It's probably about 12 feet tall, and it's just a bust portrait, not a like full body portrait. So there's just this massive Gertrude beneficently looking down upon the crowd and her own coffin. The AR slideshow, though, also slides through more familial and social images. Things like her, like, sitting in, like, a comfy looking chair with her nose in a book. And there's one of her with her arm around Tusser, and the two of them appear to be at some kind of like barbecue with friends, presumably. There's a shot of her leaning up against the like shin of her Avi, and there's a couple other Avis behind her, along with the crowd of her cult all around her. And that image, it's meant to clearly be a like formal shot, but it's clear also obvious that it is not the one that would have been used for the formal shot. It's like the photographer took a bunch of photos, and this was the one where someone cracked a joke and everyone's like starting to lose the like serious look that they're supposed to have in this kind of material. It's a very personal look into the life of someone none of you knew other than as a very badly misshapen corpse.
I think I lean into Keiko and I say, something about it all just seems wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah. This didn't need to happen, did it?
I don't know that anything needs to happen. But it does. It's probably better this way that they don't see her as it really was at the end.
Yeah.
Where are the two of you standing while you have this chat?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like a little bit off from the bishop, like somewhere we have a good sight line on him, but like I assume there's a bit of a crowd around him. Maybe.
Yeah.
So yes, somewhere like where we're not impeded, but we can also see him.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You watch as Seniorkin Slide enters the room and goes over to the casket to pay his respects. His entourage sort of disperses amongst the room, and the bishop is moving about the crowd after having paid his respects. And then there is a man who is walking over towards the two of you. He has bronze skin, or sorry, not he. They have bronze skin, They're in their 40s. They have salt and pepper, shoulder-length hair pulled back into a bun. And unlike most of the other people here, they don't appear to be wearing any sort of religious garb. Almost everyone here, other than well, I was going to say 4 of you, and then I realized Demon probably is wearing a,
Yeah, I mean, I have my big old rosary. Like,
yeah. Well, I meant, like, when I say religious garb, I mean more like vestments.
oh.
Like a symbol of office kind of clothing. Like, is that a chaplain's uniform that you're wearing?
No, because I think like I'm a former priest. Like after I became an officer, like I gave up on like the priesting business. But I still have like some accoutrements of that, you know.
Okay. So yeah, so like the 4 of you, this person, they also they've got a fairly muscular build. They're about 6 foot,
Okay.
and they approach you and say, "You're Harrow Gray and you're Keiko Tuesday, correct?"
Yes. Where's Tower?
Where is Tower?
I sort of had assumed I was with them.
Ah, okay. And
I just wasn't getting into conversation.
okay. So after addressing the 2 of them, they say, "And you are Blackberry Reach. Is that Blackberry's real name?"
Haven't decided.
Now's the time to decide.
Fuck.
11
Roll a dice,
episodes
sure.
in.
No, I know. I've been going back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Can do a fortune roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it because I just can't decide.
Roll for your own name.
Roll. Even it's real odd. It's not.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Because I'm indecisive.
Yeah. So they say, "And Blackberry Reach, although I'm sure you prefer Tower these days. I can understand why
You
you're
know.
wearing that mask to the ceremony.
Times change.
Warrants don't."
I'm
You know
afraid
what?
to have us at a disadvantage.
Yes, that's somewhat my job. I'm Castle Kim. I'm a agent of the Breath of Faith. The Cenotaph have come to my attention due to some of your recent activities. The initial one was the retrieval of the data cache that St. Gertrude had. Did any of you have a look inside of it before it was opened?
We didn't get the chance to.
Not a computer person.
No.
Even less so.
Yeah.
And what about Coriander, your technician?
Ooh.
Where is Coriander?
I think off somewhere having an argument.
That
It's
does
not a-
match Ko's file.
It's like not frequent.
I'm sorry. I am being perhaps a little overly formal with all of you. I get into bad habits. This is and the mood here is a bit dour, to say the least. I simply wanted to let you know that your work is appreciated, but that your activities do draw some attention. Both you and the Wrights, your back and forth has been problematic. I will be speaking with the senior kin later. wanted to let you know. Do perhaps attempt to keep your noses clean today.
May I ask who we've been noticed by?
Why, myself and the organization that I work for. So, all of you, well, I'll let all of you decide how much of this you know, but it's not exactly hidden information. The Breath of Faith are the direct personal agents of the Faith. The Faith being the head of the Church of the Celestial Myriad. So, whoever Castle Kim is, they have spoken to and worked directly with the Faith.
Mm.
And if the Breath of Faith has their attention directed at the four of you, then there's a good chance so does the Faith.
Ominous.
Well, we didn't dress up and come out here to cause trouble.
Excellent, and if I may say so, you all look lovely this day.
Thank you.
As do you.
Much appreciated. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a irate monk to speak to. And as he's walking away, he says, and no more playing with sandcastles, alright? So.
It's chasing waterfalls from here on out.
What do y'all do? As a reminder, you're trying to get the Wrights of the Ascent to blow up so that... Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. The excommunicate the Wrights clock. You can start working on that before irritate the Wrights finishes. However, you can't complete it without the Wrights finishing.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's got like 2 ticks left and you roll a great effect and get a success, you'll only mark the 1 tick. Just as an idea of how this is going to work.
Even go about that.
How do the March of Saints feel about the Wrights of the Ascent?
And colonialism.
Feeling pretty good about colonialism.
Well, I think that's a gather information. Are you doing this with a flashback, or are you like observing the crowd?
I think it's observing and also keeping an eye on Gertrude and seeing how she reacts.
Okay. So, what do you want to roll for that?
Oh man, I'm in person. I'm just a person. This is bad.
Yeah.
I left my mech outside. Yeah, I guess it's a study. Or, no, that's a survey, right? That's like... just...
It could be a study. Take your time with it, watching the crowd.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
you're kind of studying the crowd.
yeah. It's the same on both ones, so... I'm gonna roll 2 and pick the lowest.
This is controlled standard, by the way.
That's a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. That's a 2.
The other one was a 5. If I was good at anything, I could have gotten it.
Yeah, so you can drop the subject, or you can press forward and make this risky.
I'm just gonna drop the subject. Like, I don't need, like, me, of all the people here, I do not need to be escalating things.
Not with your rival in the house.
No. Although, is she still, like, in eyesight? Like, I think I've, like, sort of dusted off my lapels and straightened my, my outfit, and stepped back out into, the main room where everyone else is.
You can easily spot her moving through the crowd, since judging by your sketches, she seemed pretty tall, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that she, stands out with her build. She's definitely one of the more militant-looking figures present, although with the amount of robes that are here, with all the various monks and cultists and zealots, it can be hard to tell people's builds.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she stands out, and she's just moving amongst the crowd.
Okay. Maybe instead I will talk directly to Gertrude, which is an interface which I also have no points in.
Well, you also have emoji.
I do. So that gains potency. So it might be really good if it works. Can I spend gear to?
Also, you don't have to use interface because emoji lets you treat apps.
Oh, sweet.
Or apps, proxies, and AIs like people.
Okay, then I'll use my sway and see if I can't chat her up a bit and see if she'll spill some beans.
Okay, so you're trying another method. All right. Roll that sway to talk to the dead saint's proxy. That is in your cloak.
4 is not nothing. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a standard amount of information. So, is there... Actually, wait, there's also consequence. Yeah, so the consequence... What would be a good consequence? Here. Let's have a look at that list. Yes. Consequence list. Controlled consequences. Yeah. I think so the consequence is that the security that Tusser's in charge of, they've got their eyes on you. Tusser's basically told them that you are potentially trouble. And so whenever so you are now in a risky position. The other 3 are still in controlled, but you're in risky.
Okay.
And yeah, you find out from talking to St. Gertrude's proxy that they're the Wrights and the March of Saints basically have no beef with each other. They yeah, the the Wrights build stuff, and the Saints make use of it. However, you do also learn that the information in the data cache that St. Gertrude recovered was also being sought by the Wrights.
Oh. Okay.
Do we know why?
Y'all don't know what's in the data cache.
And the person who just came over specifically asked if we didn't know what was in the data cache.
Yep.
So that's interesting. I'm gonna walk up to Tower and ask, hey, we didn't copy that thing, did we? We didn't look at it at all before we sent it in?
We tried to? I don't know. I'm not a computers person.
None of us are. Hey,
Nope.
Scratch!
Well, we could probably have asked Scratch with that.
Just,
I mean, he's literally a computer person, but
yeah, they literally are. Yeah, I'm gonna ping Scratch and see if they're about.
You're gonna hit up Scratch. All right.
It hasn't started yet. It's fine.
Yeah.
We can take a call.
Okay. Let me think. So, how are you pinging Scratch? What message are you sending them?
Hey, you up?
Yeah, so there's a flicker off the back of your cape, and Scratch is like standing behind you. No, standing in front of you in the same word suit. And they say, "Hey, what do you need?"
Hey, just wondering. I'm gonna like step to the side for a second to have this conversation.
While you go to like step to the side, like the projector obviously turns, and so their image like moves with you, but they mime like they're like walking alongside you, like they purposely keep up the effort.
Ugh. Irreplaceable, Scratch. You're just the best.
Oh, I'm well aware.
I wanted to ask if we happen to make any kind of copy of that data that we sent to, a ways back with the whole thing that we're here for.
Yeah, I know.
Do you happen to have access to a copy of that, for Fred?
Roll sway.
I wanted that.
Roll something. Scratch is not supposed to have it. If they have it, they are. If they have it.
In deep shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push myself to get another die.
Can I assist? I'm not really in this conversation,
Well,
but
if you can think of a way.
Actually, I don't think I can because I have 3 with you, and that would put me 1 away from traumaing.
Ooh,
so I can't do that.
Weird.
I might anyway, because this seems important.
Do it. It's a perfect time for traumas.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how. Like, do you have anything in mind?
You can just peer pressure Scratch.
Come on, be cool. We're cool.
On, chill. You're our emoji buddy.
Look how good your coat looks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
We're the bad guys. We're the bad guy.
We've determined.
Woo!
War is hell.
Push myself once.
Okay, I'll take the stress. Fuck it.
Okay. So you
Free stress! I've got 1 more box.
Alright.
Or no. If I do anything, I trauma, basically. So, gotta wait for that dramatic timing.
So you're giving me 2? 3? You're giving me 3. So what does that look like?
That'll be controlled standard with an extra die, because all 3 benefits, and you don't have level 3 harm, so you don't need assistance to act.
Sweet. So that's 1 from me, another from me pushing myself, and then 1 from... So that's 3d6. Would love for this to work. Hey, that's a 6 and 2 5s.
Hey!
Yeah, nicely done. Scratch sort of like turns their devil emoji head to the side, and they're like rubbing the back of their head, and they just go, "No, I wouldn't have anything like that, like that." And like when they cough, there's a ping on your like AR display of like you just got sent a massive file.
Oh, good.
We're very good at this game.
You can even see that like it's now unencrypted, and
Ooh.
it's also been cleaned of the proxies that y'all accidentally infected it with when you picked
Oh
it
my
up.
god.
Oops.
I still have those proxies in my obby. fixed it yet. They're still there.
That was 5 missions ago.
I know. I never use my Omni for
Oh
anything.
my god.
I just dance in it. It makes me look cool.
And
Yeah.
Tara, we need to talk about maintenance and self care after this is over.
New.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. You got a large file.
Whew.
Bless you. Bless you, Scratch.
Oh, thank you. I think I might be coming down with a virus.
Oh,
God.
you should take it easy.
Yeah, chill out.
I will. I think I'll go hang out with Gertrude.
All right,
See
you
what
two have
she's
fun
up
back there.
to.
Yeah, you know.
And she
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Have fun, use protection.
they they give you a salute and then they flicker out and now there's like a devil emoji on your cloak.
Oh,
Next,
that's
right
so
next to the tome with the star.
Aww.
Oh, this is my favorite piece of clothing. Cool. I'm gonna open up that thing that just got here.
Okay. So, you open that up, and inside is like a very thorough rundown of a technology company that is Isian in origin, and according to the information that is contained, doesn't exist anymore. It was destroyed basically like branch and root during the fight in the Broken Bank. Its headquarters was in what is now the Broken Bank. And so was its server farms and like its design workshops, basically everything. It was a major player in that neighborhood. The Broken Bank used to be like an IT sector, which is part of the reason that there's still the rampant proxies and there's still stuff worth scavenging in it. So yeah, the design company is called Twinler and Red Incorporated. Twinler and Red, and they were like General Electric in that they made fucking everything, like washing machines, tanks, microwaves, firearms, everything. But the one thing you notice in their listing of projects that was not released, it was still in the prototype phase but was very far along, was something called the Sovereignty Engine.
Ooh,
That sounds bad.
that's the thing that the Saints are after.
Yeah. And it doesn't list have any information on what the Sovereignty Engine does or is, or where it was being made. But you can see that Gertrude was already notating this data cache even while they were like extracting with it. And you can see that she's marked the location of where the headquarters were for this company in the Broken Bank with like the notation of further information here, question mark.
Dang. Wow, this is extremely valuable intel. I have to assume that the Saints already have it. Or do I? Do they not?
Y'all handed it over to the church, but it's unclear who that went to.
Yeah.
Although considering the questions that you were just getting asked by Castle Kim, probably the Breath of Faith.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sidle
Jeez.
back up to tower and say, "Hey, I've got it. It's terrifying. Good news."
Wow. Brief me on it when we're not in the middle of a crowd of people.
You got it. And then just walks away.
Good to know.
Meanwhile, I've been poisoning the well. I think I want to mingle around
Good call.
and just kind of like make nice with people, you know, and be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Captain Harold Gribb, Cenotaph. You know, we help retrieve the valiant war dead of the myriad, and make sure they get home." And like every now and then, I'll slide like a, you know, backhanded compliment about the Wrights of the Ascent in there.
God.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, and just be like, yeah, the Wrights of the Ascent, when they make their monuments, or when their monuments stay aloft, they are an amazing sight to see.
God, you're so mean. Stop bullying these people.
Oh, bully them harder.
That's literally the mission.
So
Okay.
yeah, I would like to consort.
Yeah.
We're all very good people.
So this will be controlled standard.
Okay. Da, da, da. I will just go ahead. Any devil's bargains I could take here?
Hmm. Devil's bargain. Let's see. I am going to start a clock.
We have so many clocks.
Well,
Don't do this to us.
I'm gonna start another. That's going to be reveal part of the reason that the Wrights are here.
Is that them showing that off, or is that us discovering it, or
It's
is
it's that clock getting a tick.
Hmm.
okay?
One tick.
Sure, I'll take that.
Okay, so take your die.
I will. Here we go.
Woo! It's a
A 4.
That's a 4.
I'll take a 4.
But it's controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Let me just put in the text here that I need.
I'm very scared of the specification in the rules of engagement that you're not allowed to kill the non-dead. I think
That was
I just put that because we were at a funeral.
okay. That's some scary phrasing, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with zombies in the campaign. Oh no!
So
It's a
Sasha.
race to the finish.
You're just copying us.
Why do they have to get one clock? Why can't they get 2 clocks?
Yeah, they have to irritate us first.
Yeah. I think they've gone and done that already. Let's
Yeah.
be fair.
Give credit where credit is due.
I hate this.
God.
Why are they getting 2 ticks?
Because you
Austin.
got a consequence.
Oh.
I
Oh.
hate you. I hate you with a passion.
So
Wow.
yeah.
I would like to resist that consequence.
Remember, one of those ticks is from the Devil's Bargain, so you can't
Yes.
resist that.
I know.
Okay.
Actually, first I would like to take a flashback, and then I might resist the consequence.
Okay. So what this is you're like going around and like backhandedly complimenting the Wrights.
Yeah.
Sometimes while they're like in the same circle of conversation as you, and you can like, when you join these conversations, you can hear them like talking shit about the four of you,
Oh yeah.
and like about how shady your actions are, and
Oh.
like
Fuck off.
they're doing all of these uh, underhanded things that are working against the Myriad's interests, and so people are hearing both sides of your arguments.
Both
Yeah.
sides.
Yep, there's a lot of both sides going on. Okay,
Gross.
so what's your flashback?
I want to take a flashback, and I want to take my downtime action to cut loose with spade.
I was
Oh.
expecting pitchfork.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
Zagged on him.
I just realized, sorry, this is like completely irrelevant.
Okay.
But I just realized that we have two very different like naming conventions going on, both relating to spade. Because like pitchfork is gardening implements, and I am playing cards.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry, I just realized that. I thought it was cute.
Nice.
Okay, so what are you doing with your cut loose with spade?
So I think, gosh, what's like a place in town that we can have a coffee at or something?
If it's in Journey City, the Bronze Mask. But you can just
Or like in Hollington. I guess the other's like a small like corner cafe or something.
yeah.
Yeah. And so I think I look at Ko and I say, how's your friend, the doctor, Dr. Cyanopoulos?
Good. I mean, still sick. But that's what she's got. That's just never going to go away. So, it's just all about managing symptoms. And she seemed, she's up more than she should be. But it's been a minute since I've seen her. But good, as far as I know. Fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm just checking in. Maybe you should go see her when we get done with this funeral.
You know something I don't?
No, I just concerned. That's all. So you ready for this?
It's a funeral. You go and you carry a thing and you look pretty. What's to do?
Oh, are you ready for what we're trying to do with the Wrights?
Oh, right, that. Weirdly, my impulse for mayhem for them has been sated. I don't know that we're in the position to pull it off, although I'm open to suggestions for how to do that.
I'm not entirely sure. I know some people who are going to be there. I might be able to put in a good word in our favor, but we'll see how it goes. I'm worried about Senior Kin Arrow Slide showing up, and I very much anticipate him being there. Is Slide him, them?
Him.
Him. Okay, yeah. So
I mean, what are you worried about on that axis?
I don't know. I just think we need to get them to play their hand, and we
Okay.
need to get them to get agitated.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I think we burned the high road. So I mean, as well as their church, we need to bring them down to our level.
We, you need money to fuel the war, and make no mistake, Spade. We are at war here.
So what's the plan then?
I don't know, but I would say as much as possible, keep your head down. And if we get into any sort of... If you find yourself in a situation where we need to negotiate, find me. I'll be nearby.
Listen, I can trust you to know what to say. I'll just stand there and look pretty.
Yeah. You've got other things going for you. Look, you're better with the AR than any of us here, I think.
That's terrifying.
No. Yeah, maybe. But, yeah, see if you can do something with that. And in the meantime, any dessert?
What they got here? Oh man, what are those pastries?
I think they're like lemon curd.
I've never had a lemon curd before.
Well, let's find out.
The cafe
Yes.
is called Moontide, by the way.
Moontide. Nice. All right, so I'm gonna roll my die. Stress. 5.
Nice.
Well done.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now I'm going to resist the consequence.
Good.
There it is.
Well played.
So how are you resisting them spreading word about how sketchy y'all are?
By being sketchy, maybe? No. Gosh, what?
It's not like it's inaccurate, is the thing.
We are nasty.
Oh, I think I'll just make a remark it like while we're in the thing, and it's like, oh yeah, no, we've. I mean, I guess things can get a little fuzzy sometimes when we're serving the Myriad, like that time that you all so graciously came to aid the town of Wander after they'd been attacked by Lady Elrith. You know, I just put that out there and like kind of deflect what they're saying and be like, look, you're all just a bunch of bastards too, doing your own thing. Don't look at us and point your fingers.
Also worth mentioning, now that I've thought about it, and maybe this comes up in the conversation that we had, but they also tried to kill us earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Uh-huh.
When?
When we were...
Yeah,
Yep.
like was that the split mission?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Oh shit.
As a
We're just as big
reminder,
as we are.
the Wrights that were there, they knew the DFS were going through, the DFS camera crew. They did not know the two of you were going to be there.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'll use that info. Yes, I will use my little thing here. I'm guessing that's resolve. It's either resolve or insight.
I think that's... Let's go with resolve.
Okay, sure.
That's a 5.
5. I'll take 1 stress.
Nice. Okay, so I'll cancel out one of these ticks.
Oh, whoops. I gain a stress. I don't remove a stress. There we go.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, you're you can see the it's not no longer just Slide who is getting upset with you. You watch as there are other monks of the Wrights, parts of Slide's entourage, who are purposefully avoiding you and the rest of the Cenotaph. And they're also like going out of their way to do petty things. Like there is food present, like hors d'oeuvres kind of things.
Sure.
And there's catering staff who are just like initiates within one cult or another, moving about with plates of stuff. And there's the odd one who's like going out of their way to take the food that each of you were like reaching for.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh.
Sorry, we're out of this, and there's like 4 of them left. I go replace it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're getting to them.
Even if it's in little petty ways.
Speaking of little petty ways,
Love to be small and mean.
So, Pitchfork, what are
Are
you
you
up
prepared
to?
for death?
Spade and Tower have been bullying Scratch. Demon's been
Hey,
bullying the Wrights.
That's not accurate.
No,
That wasn't bullying.
but it was friendly cajoling.
What's Pitchfork been up to?
I also kind of wanted to bully the Wrights, but I also kind of need to stick to Bishop Finmal. I think so while Bishop Finmal is going around, I kind of want to be close, and I want to be like joining in on the conversation, like talking about what we've been doing with the Cenotaph and like talking us up, and at the same time like stepping on the Wrights' toes, literally, like accidentally dropping food on their clothes.
Accidentally.
Completely
Okay.
accidentally.
So, what do you want to roll for that while you are subtly assaulting them?
Your doors are so messy.
They really are. All that cream cheese.
It sounds like a finesse, unfortunately.
It could be like a. Do you have anything in like prowl?
I do have prowl. I guess it could be prowl.
You could also make the argue for struggle if you were so inclined.
I don't think we're quite there yet. I think we're getting close. Yeah. You might stab an unsuspecting foe. This is close enough. This is stabbing if the knife was an eclair, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna roll prowl then?
Yes, and I'm going to push myself.
Okay.
I would like to assist.
This is controlled standard. How are you assisting, Demon?
Oh, let's see. I think. So what exactly? You're just going around like basically like physically harassing them by dropping stuff on them and things like that.
Yep.
Ooh. I will like be directing people's attention in that direction as it happens. Like, I'll just be like, "Oh, what's that over there?" And like turn, like in the middle of a conversation, and like people will turn with me, right as like sauce gets spilled all over,
Pitchfork like haphazardly trying to clean up the stain and actually rubbing it like deeper into the clothing.
Yeah, let me help you with that. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is such a mess.
So I'm a tactical genius, and you can have yourself an extra die, an extra increased effect, and I guess that's it, right? Because there's only 3 things
Yeah,
you
I
can
guess
do, right?
we're at control.
I can't like super control
Yeah.
it for you, so.
Okay, so that's that'll be controlled great.
Oh my god.
Spend those 3 stress.
Oh no, I have tactical genius. 2 times per mission, you can
Oh.
assist a teammate without paying stress.
Right.
Yeah.
Control grade, number of dice of 3.
Woo!
There's a 6.
There's a 6. And that's 3 ticks. They are hopping mad.
I feel like we should get more on the excommunication clock before we like fill this one though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like having this filled but not having them excommunicated is a bad look.
Messy.
I don't know how to excommunicate these people.
Yeah, none of us are like priests or.
You kind of are.
You
True.
are a priest?
I was, yeah.
Hey, did you just retire, or do you have first-hand experience with this?
Oh shit! I could still theoretically be a priest. Like, it's what I do. Yeah.
Wonderful.
No.
So
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
yeah, so the monks that you spill your food on and then step on their toes, they are like, they can tell that you've done it on purpose. I don't think anyone else does. And they're just like gritting their teeth.
Just
and
fuming.
yeah, they are so mad, and they're like, "It's fine." And but you know who's in charge of security? Tuser.
Ah, yes.
So you, Pitchfork, you're now in a risky position because Tuser has seen what you've done. And her drone, she has a drone inside that is monitoring things. So,
But does she know that Demon is with us?
oh yeah,
Yes?
she
Yeah.
knows that all 4 of you are part
Okay.
of the Cenotaph.
Okay. I didn't know if that was something she would
So
know.
yeah, so Spade and Pitchfork are now in risky positions because Tuser has her eyes on y'all.
Dun dun dun.
But yeah, those Wrights, they're real mad.
Let's get to excommunicating.
Okay.
I think that will have to wait for next time.
Oh
because
shit, yeah.
It's almost 9.
I'll have a whole session to excommunicate these punks.
Yeah.
God.
So let's go back to the talk screen. Okay. Thank you everyone so much for joining us on this state funeral shenanigans.
That's a sentence.
Yes. If you have enjoyed Beam Saber and this show, you can find lots of information about it at tinyurl.com/beamsaber. And if you want to support Beam Saber's further development with a financial contribution, you can do so at patreon.com/AUSTINRAMSAY, which is my name. Hi, I'm Austin. I've been your host and GM for this evening, and I am also the creator of Beam Saber. You can find me on Twitter at NotAnIn, and as always, this stream is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse, rotating cast. You can find that on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts, and also at youdon'tmeetinanin.libsyn.com. This evening, I have been joined by Sean.
Hi everybody, I've been Sean. You can find me at on Twitter, on the Twitter at Hyena Spots with a Z, where I just post stuff that I'm up to. I paint miniatures and post pictures usually on Wednesday nights, and get up to things here and there. So come check it out, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks. And Array.
Hi, I'm Ray. You can find me on Twitter at Ray the Gay Gay, where I'm filled with existential dread over my future.
So
Good
say
luck
we
with
all.
that.
Uh,
Also, Sasha.
Hi, I've been Sasha. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Renell, and you can find my game design stuff at tcabbage.
Thank you. And lastly, Takuma.
Hey, I'm Takuma. My Twitter is at Takuma_Okada_. Sasha and I just did a different like Beam Saber mini campaign thing for non-binary TTRPG month, which was August, and that is on twitch.tv/fancyrectangles and I believe youtube.com/fancyrectangles for the VODs if you'd like more Beam Saber to watch.
If you were like eyes emoji at Tusser, which who can blame you, really?
Also in that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so how does Tusser feature into that, Sasha?
So for that one shot, she is she's on a pirate ship. I don't know whether this was before or after the events of this episode, but she's on a pirate ship. She helps to get into some shenanigans with some cats, and then she helps steal a much bigger ship. So, spoilers for that whole thing. It's good. Go listen to it.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, thank you all so much for joining us. And remember, fight the war, not the soldiers. See you later.